Most people believe the rich throw money around without a second thought, on luxury cars, massive houses, and designer clothes. And while it is true that the rich can buy almost anything they want, the real secret is most do not, because the rich who stay rich and keep growing their wealth follow a specific set of money rules. These rules help them grow their fortune without blowing millions or billions. In this video, you'll get an inside look at the 15 money rules rich people never break and how you can start applying them no matter how much money you make right now. Stick around, because these are not just tips. They are the foundation of financial freedom. Number 1, they always save before spending. While the rich can afford a lot of what they desire, they do not just spend freely. They save first, often the majority of what they earn, and spend what is left, not the other way around. The habit gives them peace of mind. They can enjoy life's luxuries without guilt because they have already secured their future and their families. Whether it is a $10,000 vacation or a new car, it does not shake their foundation because they have built financial security first. Meanwhile, most people spend first and try to save what is left, which is usually nothing. That is why so many live paycheck to paycheck, regardless of how much they earn. Rich people do not leave savings to chance or circumstances. They do not wait for the right time or a higher income. They make saving automatic. It is not about how much they make, it is about discipline. It is not income, it is mindset. The consequences of saving first for the rich is that they avoid impulse spending. They make more intentional money choices, and they stay rich, long-term. The bottom line is that savings is not optional. It is the first step in building real wealth. Number 2, they keep an emergency fund, always. Let us get one thing straight. If you are not saving, you are not building wealth. Saving is not optional. It is the foundation of financial freedom. No savings, no strategy. It all starts here. One common misconception is that wealthy people do not worry about the future simply because they are rich. In reality, most wealthy individuals maintain a dedicated emergency fund, money set aside to sustain their lifestyle if their wealth were ever compromised. This allows them to recover safely and strategically from financial setbacks. Economic crises affect everyone. Factors like inflation, war, recessions, and natural disasters can shake even the most stable financial markets and businesses. By keeping an emergency fund, the wealthy reduce the risk of losing their financial freedom and can weather these storms without panicking. Debt, especially high-interest debt, is a major reason many people struggle financially. The rich use their emergency funds to pay off such debt quickly, protecting themselves from having to sell investments or downsizing. Number 3, they build multiple streams of income. Here is a hard truth. One paycheck is fragile. Most people rely on a single source of income, usually from a traditional 9-to-5 job. But the rich? They do not leave their future hanging on one thread. Wealthy individuals build multiple streams of income, and most of them have nothing to do with trading time for money. They own businesses, they invest in real estate, they collect dividends from stocks, they earn royalties from products or intellectual property. They build systems and hire people to generate income even when they are not working. In short, they make their money work for them, not the other way around. And while it may look overwhelming from the outside, here is the secret. They usually start with just one income stream. They master it, they scale it, they reinvest the profits into the next one. Over time, that effort snowballs into a portfolio of income sources, each one designed to reduce risk and increase freedom. This is how they protect themselves from downturns. If one stream slows down, the others keep flowing. It is diversification, discipline, and duplication, all working together. So whether it is a side hustle, a digital product, a dividend stock, or a rental property, start somewhere. Because building wealth is not about having one big win. It is about creating layers of income that support you through every season of life. It is about having one big win is about having one big death. Number 4, they never spend more than they earn. Live below your below means, always. Let us talk about something incredibly simple yet surprisingly rare. Living below your means. It sounds obvious, but this is a rule even high-income earners break all the time. And it is the reason many of them stay broke. Here's what most people do when they start making more money. They upgrade their lifestyles. A nicer car, A bigger home, better clothes, flashier vacations. And while those upgrades feel good in the short term, they often lead to what is called lifestyles creep, where your spending grows just as fast or faster than your income. The rich, they are incredibly disciplined here. Even as their income increases, they often keep their personal lifestyles in check, at least until their assets are producing enough to fund the upgrades. They do not spend just because they can. They spend strategically, and they always stay within their means. This is how they stay rich, because it is not how much you earn that builds wealth. It is how much you keep. So if you are making more money lately, do not immediately inflate your lifestyle. Ask yourself instead, can I live like I make less and invest the differences? That is the wealth play. Number 5, you can't grow what you don't measure. Here is a truth the wealthy understand. You cannot grow what you do not track. Most people avoid looking at their money. They are afraid to check their bank account. They do not know where their money is going, and they wonder why they feel broke all the time. But the rich, they treat money like a business. They track their income, they review their spending, they measure their net worth, monthly, sometimes weekly. And here is the good news. This does not require a finance degree. A simple spreadsheet, budgeting app, or even a notebook is enough to start. The point is that money needs attention. Think about it this way. Would you expect a business to succeed if the owner had no clue what was coming in or going out each month? Of course not. Your personal finances are no different. By tracking your money, you gain clarity, control, and confidence. You will know where to cut back, where to invest, where you are wasting money, and where you are winning. It is small habit with massive long-term impact. Number 6, they invest consistently, not emotionally. Here is where most people go wrong with investing. They try to time the market. They wait for the perfect moment. They chase hype, jump in late, and pull out too early. But the rich, they do not try to outsmart the market. They follow one simple rule: invest consistently, not emotionally. That means regular contributions no matter what is happening in the economy. Up markets, down markets, it does not matter. They automate their investments. Every week or month, money flows into index funds, real estate, stocks, or their business, without second guessing. This approach does two powerful things. 1, it removes emotion and guesswork. 2, it leverages compound growth, the real secret behind long-term wealth. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow into massive results over time. So if you are waiting for the right time to invest, you are already late. Start small, stay consistent, trust the process. Number 7, they use credit as a tool, not a crutch. Let us be real, most people misuse credit. They use credit cards to survive, not to build. They rack up high-interest debt on things that lose value the second they are bought. But the wealthy think differently. They use credit as a tool, not a crutch. That means no carrying balances, no drowning in interest, and no emotional spending. They use credit cards for points, cash back, and perks, and pay them off in full every single month. Sometimes they will even use good debt, like low-interest loans, to invest in assets that produce cash flow. That is called leverage, and it can be powerful when done responsible. But they never let credit control them. They know the difference between bad debt, like credit card balances and consumer loans, and productive debt, like business loans or real estate financing. The bottom line? If you cannot pay it off, you cannot afford it. If you can, make credit work for you, not against you. Number 8, they set financial goals with deadlines. Let us face it, get rich someday is not a real goal. It is vague, it is distant, and it leads nowhere. Wealthy people set specific financial targets, and they give them deadlines. Instead of saying, I want to save more, they say, I will save $5,000 by December 31st. Instead of saying, I want to invest, they say, I will invest $500 every month into index funds. This clarity changes everything. It turns dreams into plans, plans into action, and action into results. Rich people break big goals into small steps. They measure progress, and they hold themselves accountable. Without goals, your money has no direction. And without a deadline, a goal is just a wish. So if you have not already, set your first real financial goal today. Be specific, be bold, give it a date, and then build your actions around it. Number 9, they never buy just to impress people. Let us talk about one of the most expensive traps out there: buying things just to look rich. It is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. Social media has made it worse. We see luxury cars, designer clothes, private jets, and think, I need that to look successful. But here is the truth. The people who are truly wealthy do not buy to impress. They buy for value, utility, long-term benefit. Sure, they might own nice things, but here is the difference. They buy after they have built real wealth, not to look like they have. Meanwhile, many people go into debt trying to impress people they do not even know or like. The wealthy stay grounded. They ask, does this purchase improve my life? Will it grow in value, or is it just temporary validation? They do not need approval because they have already secured their financial foundation. Status does not build wealth. Strategy does. The richest people in the room are often the ones you least expect because they are not trying to prove anything. Number 10, they keep learning about money. There is a reason the saying goes, the more you learn, the more you earn. And the rich take that seriously. They treat financial literacy like a lifelong journey, not a one-time lesson. They read books, they listen to podcasts, they follow experts, they ask questions and stay curious. While others get bored or overwhelmed by money talk, the wealthy lean in. They know every new skill, insight, or strategy learned can lead to smarter decisions and more wealth. This constant learning gives them an edge. They stay ahead of economic shifts, new investment opportunities, and avoid mistakes others make simply from not knowing better. And here is the best part. Most of this knowledge is free. YouTube videos, audiobooks, blogs, interviews, the tools are already in your pocket. You do not need to go to business school to master money. You just need commitment to keep leaning a little bit every day. Number 11, they reinvest their profits. Here is something that separates the rich from the wealthy. Rich people make money. Wealthy people reinvest it. Whenever the wealthy make a profit from a business, investment, or side hustle, they do not rush to upgrade their lifestyle. They reinvest it into better assets, into new opportunities, into business, skills, or people that multiply their wealth. They understand a core principle of money. Every dollar you keep can become a worker. And your goal is to build an army of workers that earn while you sleep. Instead of buying liabilities, they build more income-producing assets. That is how their wealth compounds year after year. So the next time you earn a little extra, do not ask, what can I buy? Ask, how can I use this to make even more? Because wealth is not what you earn, it is what you reinvest. Number 12, they don't let social media control their spending. Let us be honest, social media is a highlight reel, but it is messing with people's money. Every day you are bombarded with posts of luxury lifestyles, vacations, shopping sprees, and expensive habits. And if you are not careful, you start to feel behind. But here's the twist. Many of those people are not wealthy. They are in debt. They are flexing for likes, not building legacy. The rich, they are not playing that game. They stay focused on their plan, their goals, their timeline. They know true wealth is quiet, private, intentional. If something does not align with their values or their financial goals, they scroll right past it. Remember, just because someone shows success does not mean they own it. And just because you are not posting your wins does not mean you are not making progress. Do not let someone else's Instagram story ruin your financial story. Number 13, they say no a lot. This one might surprise you. The rich say no more than they say yes. To what? To bad deals, to get rich quick schemes, to unnecessary upgrades, to social pressure, to impulse spending. Why? Because every yes to something random is a no to something strategic. They are not cheap, they are selective. Their wealth is built on discipline, not just opportunity. They understand the cost of distraction. They protect their focus, they protect their time, and most importantly, they protect their money. Saying no gives them the freedom to say yes to what really matters later. So if you want to build real wealth, practice saying no, even when it is uncomfortable, even when everyone else is saying yes, because every decision is a vote for your future. Number 14, they automate their wealth habits. Let us face it, willpower is limited, but automation is consistent. The wealthy do not rely on motivation to build wealth, they use systems. Their bills are scheduled, their savings are automatic, their investments run in the background like a machine. This removes emotion, it removes forgetfulness, it removes the "I will do it later" excuse. They understand that building wealth is not about one big decision, it is about hundreds of small, consistent ones. And the easiest way to stay consistent? Automate the process. Set it and forget it. And let the system build your future while you focus on living your life. Even if you are just starting, you can automate a portion of your paycheck to go into savings or investments. Start with a small amount. Build from there. The key is consistency, not perfection. Number 15, they think in years, not weeks. If there is one mindset that separates the wealthy from the rest, it is this. They play the long game, always. Most people think in days or weeks. What can I afford this month? But the rich think in decades. They plant seeds today, knowing they might not harvest until years from now. And they are okay with that because they understand the power of compound growth. They know 3 facts. 1, wealth takes time. 2, investments need patience. 3, discipline pays off slowly, then suddenly. They are not distracted by trends or market dips. They stick to their plan, stay the course, and let time work in their favor. Because true wealth is not built in a rush. It is built in layers, with intention and time. So if you want to build the kind of wealth that lasts, adopt the mindset the rich live by. Think long-term, act short-term, stay consistent. Now you know the truth. The rich do not stay rich by accident. They follow habits, they follow rules, and now, so can you. Whether you are just starting out or already building wealth, these money rules are your foundation. Start small, stay consistent, think like the wealthy, even before you are one, because the mindset comes before the money. If this video gave you clarity or motivation, do me a favor, drop a comment and let me know which of these 15 rules are you already applying and which one are you working on next. Like the video if you got value, subscribe if you are serious about building wealth the right way and want more content. And remember, it is not about looking rich, it is about becoming financially free for life. I will see you in the next one.